This is an aimbot that lets you automatically aim and fire at others with a simple push of a button. It's just one of the many ways people cheat in online multiplayer games, but why do they use them, and how do they actually work? Cheating, or gaining an unfair advantage over others, can mean a lot of things, especially since what this unfair advantage is depends a lot on the objective of the game. Cheating generally boils down to two main motivations: ego and profit. On the ego side, some players simply lack the skill or patience to compete fairly, so they turn to cheats to artificially boost their performance. These players often download software from questionable sources, sometimes even paying for it, just to feel superior in the game. They aren't always looking for anything beyond the thrill of winning. Profit-driven cheaters, on the other hand, are either those who create cheats or those who use them to gain an advantage and monetize it. With millions of people playing games daily, even a small number of players willing to pay for cheats can bring in significant revenue for cheat developers. The players themselves often use cheats to farm in-game currencies, items, or accounts faster than they could manually. These virtual goods can then be sold in online marketplaces, where there's high demand, especially for things like accounts or in-game currency. For example, in League of Legends, players might be more inclined to buy a pre-leveled account than spend countless hours grinding it themselves. It's this economic side of cheating that has fueled the growth of entire operations centered around creating and selling cheats. How cheats work. Cheating tools in Roblox typically fall into three main categories: bots, mod menus, and network hacks. Each type manipulates the game in a different way, giving players an unfair advantage.
Chat, I got a fucking mod menu! What the fuck?
Bots automate actions within games to make tasks faster or easier. These range from simple macro bots, which repeat pre-recorded inputs, to more complex reactive bots that can adapt to what's happening in the game. For example, in a Roblox game where you collect coins by running between 2 points, a simple macro bot might repeat the task of moving back and forth, gathering coins non-stop. But if the game world changes, like if an obstacle appears, the bot might get stuck, unable to adapt. More advanced reactive bots, however, are able to see changes using techniques like visual recognition or memory access, allowing them to adjust to new conditions. In a Roblox game like Tower of Hell, for instance, a reactive bot might recognize obstacles and adjust its movement to avoid them, making it much harder for the player to lose. These bots typically rely on three methods to function: visual recognition, monitoring what's displayed on screen; memory access, checking game values like health or coins stored in memory; or by intercepting network traffic, reading data sent between the game client and the server. Mod menus are cheat programs that allow players to directly manipulate the game's memory values. In Roblox, this can involve changing things like speed, jump height, or the number of in-game items a player possesses. Think of a simple Roblox obby game where you navigate through obstacles. Behind the scenes, everything you see, the jumps, the platforms, is based on numerical values. A mod menu could let a cheater alter these numbers, giving them the ability to jump higher or fly, making the challenge irrelevant. By accessing the part of Roblox's memory that controls these values, the mod menu gives cheaters an unfair edge over other players. Network hacks in Roblox revolve around intercepting and modifying data sent between the player's device and the Roblox server. These types of hacks are often used in games where in-game currencies or items are exchanged. For example, say a player tries to purchase a low-value item. A cheater could modify the purchase request while it's being sent to the server, changing the item from a cheap hat to an expensive hat. This type of replacement attack gives the player a valuable item without paying the proper in-game currency. Another type of attack is duplication, where a player tricks the server into repeatedly sending the same reward. In Roblox, this could involve duplicating a trade request or game reward. The role of validation in Roblox. The effectiveness of these cheats depends heavily on how well Roblox games validate data. Some games might blindly trust the information sent by the player's device, which allows cheats to work. However, more secure games, and Roblox itself, use server-side validation, where the game double-checks whether the player's actions are legitimate. This process of validation helps prevent many common cheats, though cheat developers constantly look for new ways to bypass it. In Roblox, as with other multiplayer games, the ongoing battle between developers and cheaters continues. As games get more complex, cheaters find new vulnerabilities to exploit, but Roblox's validation systems are a critical defense. That's a quick look at how cheating works in Roblox. For more insights into multiplayer cheating and tips on how to defend against it, stay tuned to our channel.